Step 1. We're going to remove the back cover and the HEPA neutralizer. For this, we'll require a Phillips head screwdriver and a small bladed screwdriver to pry loose the cord caddy. To pry loose the cord caddy, all you'll need to do is get a screwdriver right under here and pry it loose. Once you've removed the cord caddy, you'll find 2 screws underneath where it covered, here and here. You'll also find 2 screws down at the bottom, here and here. Those screws will need to be removed to remove the back cover. After removing the back cover, you find the HEPA neutralizer. Remove it. And there's the whole reason we're doing this to begin with. A nice sort of khaki colored filter and an inside covered with filth. That's why we have to do the teardown to clean this whole thing out. The next step is to remove these clear side panels so that we can expose the screws that will allow us to lift the top half from the bottom half. You'll need to work in a small flat-bladed screwdriver, like I have here, and work it around until you can pop the panels out. I'd show you the whole thing, but I'd need both hands. So catch you on the next step. Removing those clear panels, expose 3 screws on this side, 1, 2, and 3 just like it on the other side. Remove those so we can remove the top half from the bottom half of the machine. With those screws removed now, we can lift off the top and get to the guts of the thing. You can see the inside isn't really dirty at all. A little tiny bit of dust, but nothing more than can be explained over the course of its life. However, we can remove the screws around the motor base and we'll probably find all of the filth we'd want to. We'll get to that on the next step. If you've gotten this far, of course, don't forget that you need to remove the separator nut and the separator from the assembly with the little handy dandy tool that they included. Just turn counterclockwise and remove the separator from the machine. With the 4 screws out, remove the base plate. After that, you'll find 4 clamp segments, each with 2 screws. Remove the 2 screws from each segment. Next, remove the clamp segments. Next, peel up and remove the rubber base gasket. Finally, we're into the guts of it. There's the ductwork and there's all the filth inside. Now, to get the motor out takes a little bit of force because it's glued down with the gasket material. So I'm not going to be able to do any illustration of that on this video. I'll describe what I did after I've performed the task. So here's the lower case with the motor out. Getting it out was a pretty simple thing. Like I said, the gasket was glued to the case. You just need to work your fingers in from the bottom around where the separator would be and just pry it off. It comes off very easily. And this is the gasket right here. Soft, spongy material that should be replaced. So I'm going to be ordering another one of these from goodvac.com and some adhesive. Gasket adhesive probably, or weather stripping adhesive from an auto supply store. That should take care of it. Now you have full access to clean out everything. And that's what I'll be doing. That's my teardown video. Hope you enjoyed it. I wanted to come back and show one thing. These clips here are necessary to come off. You'll need to get a flat-bladed screwdriver and just pry them up from the top. The bottom part is hooked, so you don't want to try prying that part out. That's necessary to remove in order to disassemble the fan assembly, so you can get inside and clean that as well. If you've got as much filth in there as mine did, you will need to clean that thoroughly. So I'm going to get that apart and we'll come back and see what it looks like. Okay, so here's the motor with the fan unit off. Among the things I had to do was remove the top housing that covers the cooling fan for the motor, because you need to be able to get a hold of something so you can keep the rotor from turning while you remove another retaining nut that's on this shaft. If you don't have a hold of the rotor somehow, you're not going to be able to loosen that nut. And as you can see, plenty of filth in there to clean up. So I got more to do. Get back to you when I see something.